we're about to start the show, and you know the drill. If you've been here before and you have something important to share, please add a capital letter Q to your comment. And if you are watching live for the first time, please let us know by writing the word new, and we'll give you a nice little welcome. Enjoy the broadcast. Hello, how is everybody today? It is Saturday, April 20th, and this morning it was 5:30 in the morning when my body decided, okay, Paco, you've slept enough. You're getting up because I'm not going to let you fall asleep again. So the good news is I got a lot of work done early today, and more good news, I have rightfully earned the right for a Saturday afternoon siesta. So I am absolutely happy. I have great news to share today. Personal news and news related to the spotlight. We already have somebody that is coming in to tell us about their next event, so I'm excited. We have some important news about Mexico as it relates to our water consumption, so we might as well get started. And I'm also, as always, curious as to what you are up to this weekend. If you have any fun activities that you want to share for us to consider, please let us know in the comments. Let's start with the news. Boom, 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 boom. And this is thought-provoking but very important. Researchers firmly believe that parts of Mexico will reach day zero this year. What is day zero? Well, it refers to a hypothetical day in a city or region when the public water supply simply runs out, making it nearly impossible to access clean, treated water through taps. According to Mario Hernandez, a researcher for the Geophysics Institute at Mexico's National University, day zero could reach the northern states later on this year. So, if you know any rain dancers, maybe it's time to be practicing the dances today. As we mentioned yesterday, the best thing we can do is just be mindful of our water consumption. In this next news item I just found out about this morning, which is unfortunate. I would have loved to make more noise about this earlier on. If you have no plans for this afternoon, the second Kite Festival will take place at the Holy Beach behind La Isla. The purpose of the festival is to celebrate the art and craft of making your own kite and then sending it off to the sky. According to the article, registration for the event exceeded the organizers' expectations, and they will have at least 70 kite makers showing off their creations. The event will start at 3 p.m., with kite assembly expected to begin at 5 and send-off of the kites to begin at 6:30 in the afternoon. And now let us turn over to the weather. I think this is going to be a shortish broadcast unless you bring up some interesting questions later on. I tried to find interesting stuff to share with you and wasn't all that successful. But it is 27 degrees right now. Humidity is, low in the 40s, 47%. So maybe it's a good day to go out and be at the beach looking at kites. Our weather forecast for today says that today we're going to enjoy clear skies throughout the day with a high of 28 and a low of 27. Then tomorrow, Sunday, we will enjoy clear skies throughout the day with a high of 28 and a low of 17. And we will begin the work week with clear skies, once again, a high of 28 and a low of 16. Now, what did I do early this morning? Well, if you recall, in the last edition of the Spotlight, I was bummed out because we didn't get any interviewees. But I figured as long as we don't have any interviewees, I'm going to put together a really detailed explainer video on what is the spotlight and how you can take advantage of it as an event organizer. And drum roll, I produced the video and now I've edited it and I have uploaded it to YouTube. So the link for it is going to be available in the show notes in case you have any friends that are organizing something and they want an opportunity to connect with a broader audience for free. And that is what the spotlight is all about. It's a win-win for event organizers and a win-win for us, the audience, always hoping to find out more details about what's going on in town. And speaking of, between a couple of days ago and today, I'm happy that the next edition of the Spotlight will pretty much work the way I envision it, because I already have guests for the upcoming edition of the Spotlight, which means that I can start making promotional noise on their behalf. Who's going to join us on Wednesday? Well, on Wednesday, we are going to hear from the new owners of the Vallarta Co-work, a very, very popular space. And in fact, I think it was the original Co-work here in Puerto Vallarta, not far from the Rio Cuale Bridge at Ignacio Vallarta. And the new owners not only have exciting plans for the space, but they're also going to lease office space for the new upcoming Gay Plus Community Health Center. So that is where the new health center is going to be located. And we get to hear from the new owners as to what their plans are for the space. And for that matter, the Vallarta Co-work will host a Sunset Happy Hour this coming Friday at 6 p.m., where some snacks and refreshments will be provided. If you have something special that you like, feel free to bring it to the event. And the organizers are inviting us to join them to watch the sunset and just have a quick social gathering. If you're not familiar with the facility, Vallarta Co-work is a fully furnished, air-conditioned co-working space with several membership options. And of course, they will be joining us live this coming Wednesday for the Spotlight. So I am excited about that. Yay! That's how I hope the Spotlight will continue to work moving forward, having enough time to make sure that the guests are going to be well set up with their webcams and whatnot, and having enough information at my disposal so that we can get it out to audience members like you. And what else do I have? A couple of other non-specific things. Again, it seems to be a light broadcast. I did receive so much loving support from some of you regarding my attempts to develop or redevelop a consistent reading habit. And I wanted to share some more information about the book that I'm reading. It is called Dark Matter, and it is an awesome science fiction techno thriller by Blake Crouch. I've always enjoyed techno thrillers, and I'm loving this book. And since it will be premiering as a mini-series on Apple TV in May, I will share the link to the trailer in the show notes for you to explore. And as I mentioned yesterday, I'm now working on putting the final details on my upcoming music appreciation presentation, LIBERTANGO, which will chronicle the history of tango, both as a musical language and also as a dancing style. We're going to talk about this coming Thursday, April 25th at 5 o'clock at the Joint Boutique Hotel and Co-work as usual. And a few days later, we will schedule it live online for you to check it out if you are not here in Puerto Vallarta to join us at the Joint. And now, let us take a quick look at what's on your mind. If you have any questions or comments, I would love to check them out. I am seeing greetings, which I very much appreciate. Thank you so very much for those. Ta-da-ta-ta. Charles says, good morning from the Los Angeles airport. On board flight to San Antonio. Can't live without my coffee and headlines. That means the world to me. Thank you so very much for such a sweet comment. Albert says, figured I'd walk the streets today and get a contact high. Albert, if you need more of a contact high, I have brownies in the house. I'm happy to share. Tómala. Let's see. Everybody is at the airport. Beth says, good morning, listening live from the airport. I take it this is your seasonal farewell to Puerto Vallarta. If so, fly safely and come back soon. Let's see what else oh my goodness. Live watching from, good evening, watching from Barcelona. Thomas, it is nice to see you. Enjoy your trip. I hope it's leisure and not work related. And let's see what else we have. Boom, boom, boom. I see another cue. Shoot, I tuned in late. Where is the Kite Festival? Well, it's very simple, Andrea. It is today, and you will find the details on the show notes later on after the broadcast. Let's see what else we have. Boom, boom, boom. I'm envious in the best possible way. Jonathan is going to enjoy a performance of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony with the Minnesota Orchestra tonight. That is a beautiful work to enjoy live. Truly spectacular. Oh, more envy. Renee went to Yelapa. Wow, beautiful. I haven't been to Yelapa in forever. So I would love to hear details. Where did you stay? Do you have ideas on recommendations on the place that you stayed? Would you recommend it? Feel free to let us know. Harold says, I must have missed it. What happened to the former owners of the co-workers space? I have no idea. All I know is that the new owners are very happy to have purchased the brand. Boom, 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 boom. Are you planning a visit to Boca? Most definitely. It just will not happen this weekend as I had originally intended. But I do want to put together a thorough, all-encompassing adventure to Boca so that you can know every single day should you want to do it in the near future. Michael says, Motown series, maybe this has to do with my music appreciation presentations. Motown is a great idea. That's two great ideas in the last couple of days. The history of blues and the history of Motown. Thank you very much. Beth is going to come back in November. We'll look forward to that. And what else do we have? I think we have reached the end of your comments this morning. I am going to go back to I'm not going to go back to sleep just yet. I'm working on a couple of things this morning and this afternoon and this weekend for that matter. I'm working on my presentation. I'm working on a few crochet surprises, and I am working on new and exciting content to share with you. Why? Because you make things happen around here. It's thanks to your contributions and your support that we are able to continue producing Coffee and Headlines and all these other adventures that we have put out for you to enjoy. So I hope your weekend is going to be full of exciting things to do and friends to hang out with and delicious food to eat. Find some tacos along the way. Keep us posted of your activities, and let's connect sometime in the near future. Have a great weekend, and hopefully I will push the right button today. Yes, I will. Take care.